life. Everything. All that I understand it because I love. I love, I have been loved, but I do not understand. I don't understand why I am hated because I love, or why loving somebody makes me a criminal. My love is the kind of devil on someone's name. If what Tolstoy said is true, if love is life, then surely to not love, to be deprived of loving, is death. In that case, then I am dying. Or maybe I am already dead. This place makes you forget the difference.
I haven't eaten in 8 days. I haven't drank in nearly 4. Not because I'm not allowed to, but because I don't want to. I want to make myself sick. Not to kill myself. Not yet. But to teach myself a lesson. I need to atone for what I've done. I need to purge myself of the sin, of the filth. I need to hurt.
I do not recognize this Pasha. She is not my Russia. She is a stranger to me. Why have you turned your back on me, Mamochka? Do you not approve of the life that I lead? Am I unnatural? A monster? That's what they say, isn't it? That we are against nature. I hope you're proud of your sons and daughters. I hope you smile every time you see them spit at us in the street just for holding hands.
I think it's starting to work. The self-starvation. I haven't had a shit in 3 days. My stomach is in constant spasm. It stings when I piss. I can't sleep. I get headaches. This is good, but not good enough. But I'm not suffering yet, and I must suffer. For I have done the most repulsive things, committed the most unspeakable crimes. I have been wrong, defective, corrupt. But I can change all that. I will make myself better.
The day they came for us, it was his 21st birthday. We thought that we'd organized a secret surprise birthday party for him. Katya and Anya had made big banners and dusted the whole place with glitter. As you might expect, the party had to take place in secret, underground, where we belong, some might say. It all felt so exciting. All that secret shadow dancing. It all felt so illegal, and let's not forget that it was. We didn't care. We were all having too much fun. Much too much fun. Too much vodka. Too much sex. Too much decadence. We were to be punished for it.
I was never like the others. I never took pride in what I was. I never said it out loud. I didn't dress in rainbow colors or go to the LGBT demonstrations or the special nightclubs in Moscow. I never celebrated my difference. I ran from it until I met him. I would have been fine, normal, if it weren't for him. The beast inside my head that lay dormant for so many years. And I thought it would stay that way as long as I was careful. But I wasn't careful. And before I knew it, I was bewitched by the devil. There was nothing I could have done. I was helpless.
Alexei wasn't like me. I was such a young radical, so full of rebellious energy. He always said I was destined to become a martyr. I would be out protesting with banners with Russia without Putin emblazoned upon them, and he would be sat at home reading. I gave him a really hard time about that. I called him a coward. do anything to take back those words now. It's all my fault. I haven't got involved in that one protest in Red Square, and they would never have found out about us. Never have found us.
I met Pasha at college. We enrolled on the same course with my cousin Katya and her girlfriend, Anya. It began as a friendship, the four of us studying and eating dinner together. But then Katya and Anya began to spend more time with one another, and we were sort of forced together. We studied as usual, but then one day he invited me to his house to watch a movie with him. The movie was some noisy American action crap. Not really my thing, but I tried to follow it anyway. Then, without warning, he stretched out on the sofa and laid his head in my lap. It was innocent enough, but I became so aware of him, how warm he was. I couldn't help it. The stirring in my pants surprised me as much as it did him. He told me it was okay, that I shouldn't be afraid of who I was. Then the devil that had lay silent inside my head for so many years needed satiating, and it clawed its way to the forefront of my mind. And I was kissing and undressing Pasha. I discussed myself.
I don't remember passing out of the party, but by 3 a.m. everybody was in the same state. I woke with the feeling of vomit rising in my throat, so I ran to the bathroom. I looked up and caught my eye in the mirror of the bathroom sink. I looked happy, wrecked, and with vomit still on my chin, but happy. I ran some cold water to wash my face with it, and I looked up. My reflection was no longer in love. The intruder glared at me through the slit in his balaclava before smashing my head into the porcelain basin. I watched as my blood made a pattern on the tiles. From the other room, I could hear screaming, yells and abuse mixing with the music coming from my abandoned laptop. I was kicked over and over again in the face, in my ribs, in the back, in my balls. Then my attacker unzipped his jeans and proceeded to piss all over my broken body. From the other room, I could hear Alexei calling to me, trying to find out where I had gone. But I had no voice to call back to him with. Then after a while, he went silent too. That was the last time I heard his voice. I have no idea what happened to him. I don't know where he is. He could be in this very prison block for all I know, and I would have no idea.
After that night with the movie, Pasha and I became inseparable. He called it love, but I think it was a childish infatuation more than anything. It bothered him, but I was never proud of who I was, though that meant I was ashamed of him. He was right. That night, I was arrested. I don't know what happened to Pasha. I don't know if he was taken too, or if he managed to escape, or if they killed him. Which must mean he doesn't know what happened to me either. That night made me realize what an abomination it was to be gay. I was cornered by two masked figures. One of them forced me to my knees, pulled my arms behind my back. The other one said, "Don't struggle. It will be easier if you don't struggle. You'll enjoy it more." And he forced his cock into my mouth. I did what I had to do to avoid having the shit kicked out of me. In hindsight, I would have rather taken the beating.
I don't know who sold us out to the vigilantes, and I probably never will, but whoever they were, I don't hate them. I pity them. Because what they did out of fear. They were just following Russia's draconian laws and doing what they had to for the greater good. Russia is afraid of what it does not understand. They just lock us up and throw us in penal colonies where they can pretend that we don't exist.
I vowed to cure myself of my affliction after that incident. I promised I would do whatever it took. I tried fantasizing about women. That's hard when the only women you see are fat police officers with baggy uniforms. I even tried cutting my cock off with a razor blade. But I nearly bled to death, and they put me on suicide watch after that. You can't make me eat, though. I won't stop for anything less than excruciating pain.
Today is the day of my trial. I already know the verdict. Guilty. How could it be anything else? They can't allow someone like me back on the streets. That would be dangerous. For homosexuality is a disease that must be contained and then cured. But I can't be cured, because there is nothing wrong with me. The problem is with Russia.
I hope I stay locked up for a very long time. Long enough for the cure to take effect, at least. It is not safe for people like me to be reintroduced into society if we have not been fixed. We are perverted predators. I hope they send me to one of the more Dorian penal colonies to live out my sentence. I hear they are the worst. I deserve the worst.
In my dreams, I see war. I see Russia burning. I believe it is a sign of things to come. I believe that the oppressed will light fires all over the motherland, and Russia will either be burned in the flames or reborn from the embers. There is a revolution coming. I only hope that I am still here to see it when it happens. For now, do Svidaniya to the Russia I once loved, the Russia who once loved me back. I only hope that she remembers me. One day, she returns to set me free.